Deep beneath the hills of Kentucky lies a secretive world covered in darkness, mystery, and untold secrets. A world that has captivated explorers, scientists, and thrill seekers for centuries from all over the world. This is Mammoth Cave, the longest cave system on Earth, expanding over 420 miles, with new passages still being discovered to this day. But what lies within this underground, natural puzzle? What stories do these ancient, confusing tunnels hold? Today, we're stepping foot into the shadows of Mammoth Cave to uncover its most haunting secret, the tale of a daring medical experiment that ended in tragedy and left behind echoes of a dark past. Literally. But that's just the beginning. The cave is filled with unexplained events, ancient mysteries, and chilling stories that might just make you think twice about exploring into the darkness. Are you up for the adventure? If you're fascinated by the glory that is Mammoth Cave, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. Welcome to Mammoth Cave, where tunnels have no ends and the secrets run deeper than the farthest point discovered. But within this vast underground world, one story stands out as particularly haunting: the tragic experiment conducted by Dr. John Krogan in the mid-19th century. Dr. Krogan was a wealthy and ambitious physician from Louisville, Kentucky, obsessed with finding a cure for tuberculosis, a disease that had become a burden in the 19th century, claiming countless lives. Known as consumption at the time, tuberculosis was a deadly respiratory disease with no known cure, and patients were often left to waste away in medical centers, their breaths growing weaker until they finally succumbed to their sad fate. Dr. Krogan believed he had found a solution in Mammoth Cave. The cave's constant cool temperature and steady airflow, he theorized, could provide the perfect environment to heal his patients. In 1842, with the belief that the cave's unique atmosphere held the key to curing tuberculosis, Dr. Krogan purchased Mammoth Cave. He wasted no time in putting his theory to the test and went on a bold experiment. He brought a group of 16 tuberculosis patients into the cave, hoping that the underground environment would somehow cure them of their illness. Deep within the cave, he set up a small community, complete with stone and wooden huts, and called it a consumptive colony. For these patients, Mammoth Cave became a place of both hope and dread. But would they survive? Well, imagine the scene. Deep in the heart of the cave, away from the light of day, a small group of sick and desperate individuals taking refuge in an underground world. Yes, that's right. The huts they lived in were crude, damp structures, built directly into the rock. The only light came from oil lamps, emitting long, flickering shadows across the rough stone walls. The air was cool and heavy, filled with the constant sound of dripping water and the distant, echoing whispers of the cave's endless passages. The patients, already weakened by disease, found themselves in an environment that was as alien as it was isolating. But they held on to the only hope that Dr. Krogan's experiment might save them. But would it? However, what Dr. Krogan had hoped would be a sanctuary quickly became something far more sinister. The conditions in the cave were harsh, like we said, damp, dark, and isolating. The constant cold, the lack of sunlight, and the eerie stillness of the cave took a toll on their health. Visitors to the cave at the time reported seeing the patients as pale and ghostly figures, a scene out of a horror movie. As the weeks turned into months, it became clear that Dr. Krogan's experiment was a failure. Instead of recovering, the patients' conditions worsened. They began to die one by one, their bodies surrendering not just to tuberculosis, but to the cold and isolation of the cave. The once hopeful experiment had turned into a slow, agonizing death for many of the patients. Dr. Krogan, realizing the grim reality, eventually abandoned the experiment. The surviving patients were taken out of the cave, but the damage had been done. The bodies of those who perished were removed from the cave, but their spirits, it is said, never left. Today, Mammoth Cave still bears the dark and deep scars of Dr. Krogan's tragic experiment. The remains of the stone huts where the patients lived can still be seen deep within the cave, standing as silent witnesses to a dark chapter in the cave's history. These huts, known as Gothic Avenue, are a popular stop on tours of the cave, but they're not just remnants of a failed medical experiment. They're the focus of some of the cave's most constant ghost stories. Visitors to this part of the cave often report strange encounters, an unexplained chill in the air, faint whispers that seem to echo off the cave walls, and shadowy figures that vanish when approached. Some say the spirits of Dr. Krogan's patients are still trapped in the cave, forever reliving their final days in the cold darkness. Not a place to be during the nighttime, that's for sure. But the story of Dr. Krogan's experiment is just one of the many secrets that Mammoth Cave holds. The cave's history stretches back thousands of years, long before European settlers arrived. The evidence of prehistoric human activity in Mammoth Cave is an indication of the cave's long and mysterious past. Over 4,000 years ago, Native American tribes explored these dark passages, leaving behind mysterious artifacts, tools, and even mummified remains. These early visitors ventured deep into the cave, far beyond where natural light could reach, guided only by the glow of their torches. But why did they enter the cave? Was it for mining resources like gypsum, or was there a deeper spiritual reason? Some archaeologists believe the cave was a sacred space for these ancient peoples, a place where they performed rituals and conversed with the spirits of the underworld. The discovery of ancient human remains deep within the cave suggests that it may have been used for burial practices, where the dead were laid to rest in the earth's womb. These mummified remains, preserved by the cave's cool, dry conditions, are some of the oldest examples of mummification in North America. The ancient artifacts found within the cave also raise questions about the beliefs and practices of the people who once walked these dark corridors. What did they believe about the cave? What stories did they talk about the underworld that lay beneath their feet? The answers to these questions are difficult to discover, maybe hidden in the crevices of the cave. Think you've seen it all? Keep watching as we uncover more of this never-ending labyrinth. Now, Mammoth Cave is also home to a unique and fragile ecosystem with species found nowhere else on Earth. Among these are the eyeless fish and albino shrimp, creatures that have adapted to the complete darkness of the cave environment. Cave biologists have even found microorganisms that thrive on nothing but the minerals in the rock, raising questions about the potential for life in the most extreme environments, both on Earth and beyond. These extremophiles, as they are known, have adapted to the harsh conditions of the cave, living in complete darkness and surviving on minimal resources. The study of these organisms could provide valuable insights into the possibilities of life on other planets where conditions may be similarly extreme. After all, Mammoth Cave wasn't just popular for its haunted stories, but also for its contributions to diverse fauna. The cave's mysterious nature has also given rise to numerous legends and ghost stories. Over the years, countless visitors and guides have reported strange occurrences such as ghostly sightings, eerie noises, and objects moving on their own. One of the most famous stories is that of Floyd Collins, a cave explorer who became trapped in Sand Cave, a part of the Mammoth Cave system, in 1925. Despite a massive rescue effort, Collins died in the cave, his body left wedged in a narrow passageway. His tragic death captured national attention, and many believe his spirit still haunts the cave to this day. Some visitors claim to hear his cries for help echoing through the cave's dark corridors, while others have reported seeing a ghostly figure that matches his description. Creepy. And if that wasn't bad enough, another chilling tale is that of Melissa, a ghost said to haunt the cave's new entrance. According to legend, Melissa was a young woman who died in the cave under mysterious circumstances. Her ghost is said to wander the cave, searching for her lost love, Visitors have reported feeling a cold hand on their shoulder, hearing a woman's voice whispering their name, and even seeing the figure of a young woman in a white dress. Despite its deep exploration, Mammoth Cave still holds many secrets. New passages are being discovered every year, some leading to massive chambers and underground rivers that few have ever seen. The cave's full extent remains unknown, with many areas still uncharted, and some even believe there are deeper, undiscovered levels, possibly leading to even more ancient secrets buried far beneath the surface. But what else lies hidden in the depths? Could there be other, undiscovered chambers filled with ancient artifacts, or perhaps even more mummified remains? The thought of what might still be out there, waiting to be discovered, pumps up the adrenaline of the imaginations of explorers. But would it be worth finding out more about the haunted underground world? Only time will tell. Mammoth Cave is more than just a natural wonder. It's a place where history, science, and mystery come together and meet at a point. But regardless of all the legends and stories, one thing is certain. Mammoth Cave will always be a place of wonder, a place where the secrets of the past and the mysteries of the earth come together in a dark and suspicious dance. So, the next time you find yourself standing at the cave's entrance, remember that you're about to step into a world like no other. A world where anything is possible, and where every twist and turn could reveal a new secret waiting to be discovered. So, when are you visiting?